Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Don, and in this video I'm talking about what I believe are substantial dangers to these homemade van builds. A lot of these young girls are buying vans and they're converting them into like little mini motorhomes, and they're living in them. They're traveling across the country, and girls, I admire what you're doing. You're living out your dreams, and I'm doing this video to try to help you do it in a safer way. And what triggered me to do this video was I was watching this one video, and it was much like many of the girls who are designing these vans. Where she's sleeping, she has an area hollowed out underneath for her dog. And she's got a bed down there, and it looks very cozy. But then she explains how there's also a bunch of lithium batteries and electrical wires down there where the dog is. Not a good idea. You need to do some researching on the off-gassing that takes place, the toxicity that's been given off by these batteries, girls. Even if you have some type of a ventilation system where you have fans on the roof that are pulling out the air and bringing in fresh air. Even if you have something like that, girls, if you've got all these lithium batteries, and then the girl in her closet, she had this, I don't know, 4 or 5 gallon jug of gasoline in a plastic jug. Guys, anytime you're around gas, it's got a tremendous smell to it. The vapors, the fumes. You're in a very small space. Even if you have, like I said, if you have some type of a fan system that's pulling some air out and getting fresh air in, guys, you're in a very confined area. Are these fans going constantly? Because if for any length of time you're breathing this stuff in, please do your research on what can happen to you 5-10 years down the road. Major health ramifications like depression, lupus, Crohn's, multiple sclerosis. Guys, the list goes on. And I'm trying to talk to you about being aware of safeguards you can take. One of the things I messaged to this one girl, and you need to check with safety experts to make sure this is the route to go, but maybe where she has her dog sleeping, she could have some walls built up that are walling off those batteries and the electrical wires that the dog could start chewing into and get himself in a lot of trouble. Wall them off, and then have doors open up so you can have access to them, and then maybe have a ventilation shaft to the outside, so any off-gassing that's taken place from those lithium batteries can go out the ventilation shaft. I would think you would want a screen on that ventilation so that no insects or mice or other critters can make their way in. Same thing in the closet where she's got this 5-gallon jug of gasoline, okay? Build an enclosure around that with doors that open and close so you can have access to it, but then devise a ventilation shaft with a screen on it so the fumes from that gasoline can make their way outside the vehicle. And girls, I've seen some of you have this like a composting toilet under the kitchen cabinets right next to your refrigerator. Toilets and refrigerators should not be right next to each other. That's where your food is. Girls, my point is, if you're wanting to live this lifestyle, they have RVs and campers and motorhomes that were built with all this in mind. If they have a bathroom in them, the bathroom is at the end of the hallway. It's at the far back of the unit. away from where you're cooking and storing your food, and now if you've already spent 30 or 40 or $60,000 and that's not an option, again, bring in some safety experts and show them what you've done, show them your concerns, and maybe bring up some of my suggestions and ask them, is this a good idea? What can I do to healthy up the cabin of my van now that I've done all these things? Because girls, I'm sure there are things, and if you do not have any of these induction fans on the roof that can take the air inside and blow it outside and bring in some fresh air, bring in some experts, girls, that can healthy up the interior of your cab. And if you're someone who has not already dumped in $30 or $40 or $50,000 into one of these homemade rigs, I would encourage you to consider buying something like an RV, something where the gas tank is outside the cabin of the vehicle. The lithium batteries, they are outside the cabin of the vehicle, and if you need to get to them, so you go outside, girls, it's safer. Do you want to deal with lupus and multiple sclerosis and depression and the dozens and dozens of other health ramifications that could come from breathing in gasoline fumes? Do you really want lithium batteries 3 feet away from where your head is at while you're sleeping? Doesn't sound like a good idea to me. I'm thinking about the long-term health ramifications. And you know who's going to get sick first? Your dog. Is your dog lethargic? Is he laying around a lot more? That's what's going to happen to them. Guys, I'm asking you to rethink how you're doing this whole thing. I pray for your happiness and your health. And if this video helped you, I hope you click on the like icon and the bell notification and send me your comments and subscribe to my channel and take this journey to a world of wisdom that can help you and your animals live a longer, healthier, better quality of life. God bless.